So our program is still not challenging enough. It's not competitive. We've only got one set of questions, and any good game gives the player a bit of control. So I'm going to show you how to get it to be easy and hard mode. And your next challenge after this is you're going to set it, you're going to ask the user if they want hard or if they want to attempt, let's say, level 1 to 10. So we first need to actually ask them whether they want hard or easy questions. So to do that, just like we did before, we want to have our input. So we got to tell them enter easy for easy questions and hard for hard questions. Which one will it be? So this is going to return a string, so we got to save that because we have to do a bit of comparison statements. So I'm going to call it the mode, and so it's an easy mode or hard mode. Now we have their answer. We now need to do that comparison statement. So if the mode was equal to, and it's a string, so we got to use those speech marks. If it was equal to easy, we're going to take our two numbers, our maths 1 and our maths 2, and we're going to move them inside that if statement, but we're going to make them, say, between 1 and 10, or 1 and 12 if you want to do your standard times table. If else, we're going to use something called an elif statement. The mode equals hard. We're going to use those same maths questions, just instead of between, say, 1 and 12, you might do, say, between 1 and 20. So you get a hard mode. Now the way an elif works is that only checks if the mode is set the same value as hard is if the value above it is not true. Now you got to make sure that you end these statements with an else. Now that else is run if that is a false statement and that is a false statement. So in other words, if they've entered anything, if they've just entered a wrong value. So we're planning for the user to kind of fool around with the program a bit. So I'm going to tell them, you couldn't follow the instructions. Couldn't, there you go, follow the instructions. Better make it super easy. A little bit of insulting because they didn't enter easy or hard. And so for me, if they enter that else question, I'm going to go through and I'm going to give them really, really easy questions. So their questions are going to be between, say, 0 and 5. So it's really, really easy questions. So if you run it, you'll see if I enter anything that's not easy or hard, I'm going to get really, really easy questions to give it a go at. If I run it and I do enter my easy, you'll see I get values that are between 1 and 12. So think about how you can expand your mode. So instead of just having easy and hard, you might have level 1, 2, 3, and 4, etc. So that way your game can get harder the more questions they get right.